just a story. Let this story be a lesson that serves as a guide so that you don't make the same mistakes and actions. My name is Reen. I am 26 years old. For some reason, I began to notice changes in my housemate a while ago, Imelda, 28, and Susie, 26. At first, I tried to think positively and not make things worse. After all, if we often think negatively, things that shouldn't matter will ruin the normal situation that has existed for so long. But later, I knew the problem couldn't be allowed to continue to grow. Because I saw something fishy. That day at our rented house, I was doing laundry in the laundry room as usual. Susie hadn't come home yet, but I noticed that our other housemate, Imelda, was already in her room. Our rented house has 3 small rooms, and each of us has our own room. After work, we usually spend our time in our rooms and rest. Each of us has our own things to do. If we meet or have a small chat, it's usually during meals or while washing clothes in the kitchen area. So far, our relationship has been good. We've been living together for almost 3 years. Imelda was the original tenant of this house. I and Susie followed. I have been living here for 3 years, which has been very convenient because it is close to the office and the rent is affordable. It suits my financial situation, which is always tight. I still need to support my younger siblings who are still in school. My father has passed away, and my mother is quite elderly. I am the family's hope. I don't mind the responsibility because they are my world. As for Imelda and Susie, they no longer greet me or respond to my greetings as usual. Even if we happen to meet in the living room, they quickly walk away and go into their rooms. This has been going on for months. Initially, I didn't think much of it because I was busy and had many other things to do. But one day I heard them both in the kitchen, washing clothes and chatting. They didn't seem to notice that I had come home. I hope she moves out of here soon, said Imelda. Me too, said Susie. I don't like people like her around me. That's right, added Imelda. Reen is embarrassing us. I didn't go to the kitchen and instead went to my room to think about what had happened. Since then, I started taking steps to gather more information. I listened and investigated. I overheard a phone conversation between Imelda and her friend, who said she was plotting to make sure I moved out soon and had almost succeeded in getting Susie to side with her. From there, I gathered information bit by bit and finally decided to confront Susie. Susie and I work nearby and often come home together, each waiting at a nearby coffee shop before boarding the train together. Susie was surprised to see me waiting for her there. We hadn't gone home together for nearly 3 months because she had been avoiding me. I stopped her. Her face was expressionless, without the usual smile. Susie, we need to talk. I kept talking even though she wasn't interested at first and wanted to leave me. Susie, I know you and Imelda want me to move out of our house. I just want to know why. We've been good friends for almost 3 years. I need to know from you, why? I continued. We were close before because we're the same age. We come from the same hometown. And when you were struggling to start working and living in the big city, I was there for you. Susie stared at me. Because you are heartless and try to ruin other people's happiness. Other people's happiness? Heartless? I don't understand. Don't pretend, Susie snapped at me. Why are you messing with my fiancé and trying to flirt with him? You contacted him on social media and badmouthed me. Don't deny it, I've screenshotted everything. I was truly puzzled. Although Susie and I were quite close, I had never even met her fiancé. I only knew his name was Alan. That was all. Where are the screenshots? Susie showed them to me. It was surprising because they looked like me. I assured Susie that the messages to Alan on social media were not from me. Because I never use my real name. The photos used could have been taken by anyone. I don't even know Alan. Whoever did this must know him better than I do. But it wasn't me. Susie started to calm down. She seemed to be suspecting something. Right, you don't know Alan at all. But someone else might. She got in touch with her friend who was good at tracing IP addresses. Finally, we were able to trace everything. Just like that, everything came to light. The person responsible was Imelda. Why? Why did she do this? Susie was really upset. I've been wrong all this time. She made me feel like you wanted to take Alan away from me. Susie explained again that Imelda had told her that I like to take away other people's happiness. My attitude was indeed mean, and after seeing the evidence Alan had received, Susie believed it too. I think I know why. I overheard her phone conversation recently. She wanted to make sure I moved out because she wanted her friend to move into our house. Oh, that's how she is, huh? Said Susie. Let's investigate further, until we really have the evidence. Don't end up misjudging again. Reen, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been so easily manipulated by Imelda. This time, we'll find solid evidence and not make the same mistake again. After that, Susie and I worked together quietly to find evidence, and as expected, we found it. It turned out that the previous tenants had also gone through the same experience when they had a fight and were forced to move out because of Imelda's actions. It seems that this time she wants to move her sister into our house. In our investigation, one of Imelda's previous victims, Farah, said she had complained to the landlord, but since she was the only one doing it, the landlord did not believe her. Imelda does the same thing if she wants to get someone she doesn't like to move out and replace them with someone of her choosing. But this time we got 5 more people who wanted to be witnesses. All of them were former residents of our rented house. All of them were affected by the evil Imelda. That day, Friday, we returned home and found that Imelda's room was empty. The landlord who lived nearby later came to tell us that Imelda herself wanted to move out because she knew her secret had been exposed. She moved out and lost her deposit, the landlord added. Susie and I told the landlord that we wanted to invite Farah to live there again because in the few months we have known her, we have found her to be a good and honest person. Besides, Farah needs it because she is now renting a place very far from her place of work. Imelda, we found out that she was attacked by her victims and now in a state of fear because her secret was exposed. She has now returned to her parents' house in the village because she can't take it anymore. Apparently there are people who behave like this, wreaking havoc in people's lives so that they can get what they want. However, believe me, punishment is always there. Crime will be discovered and you will not escape punishment, in a way that we did not expect at all. Notes: not a real name. This story has been edited, rewritten, changed and just fiction. The good should be an example, but the bad should not be followed and must be avoided. Be kind to one another. Be nice always. Thank you for watching.